It's the best.
It's the best. Best day.
I had no good days.
Why is this true?
No, that sounds really ungrateful.
Now I can hear
Beef.
Michael. I can hear all of the things. So I heard this crazy story the other day. My voice is a little tender from all the shouting.
Yeah.
We just got back from Las Vegas for my 40th birthday.
Mm-hmm.
There was
What were you shouting about?
all kinds of shouting.
Uh-oh.
We did have to kind of talk loud.
Yeah.
Is this
It's
Mitch?
yeah.
Mitch's story?
It's allowed. Yes.
I haven't stopped thinking about this.
Everett hasn't heard it, so I need
This is really good. Welcome to episode 16. This is the last podcast of the year.
I hope that you're having a very... Is this after Christmas or before Christmas?
After Christmas, before New Year's.
It's in that weird nebulous
In between.
time where you don't know what day it is. So people probably won't even listen to this podcast because they won't know it's Tuesday.
And if you are, thank you for being here.
Yeah. Well, this is a story for your troubles. I'm giving you the best story
This
I
is
heard all
good.
year.
It's creepy.
So Mitch just telling me that he heard this girl. She was talking about like crazy first dates that she'd been on, and she went to France. She's from New Zealand. She went to France, and she opens up Tinder while she's in Paris. She's like, let's see what the boys are like here, and she connects with some dude, some Parisien, and so they go to his apartment or whatever, and they're like making out, and he's like, "You want me to give me a massage?" And she's like, "Yeah, I'd love a massage." And so he's all super into it. He's got like oils. He's like, "Take your shirt off." She's like, "Okay." So she's got her shirt off, and he's massaging her back, and then just for whatever reason, she's just like, "You know what? Like, I'm just not into this. It's kind of creepy." And she just like quickly kind of grabbed her clothes, and she's like, "I'm sorry. I gotta leave, and I'm sorry. Like, it's just, I'm just kind of creeped out a little bit." And so she leaves. Anyways, I guess that night, this is like in the afternoon, and like that night, she flies back to New Zealand. And she's on the plane, and after like being 2 hours on the plane, she starts to like feel really itchy. And she's like, "Oh my God, it's the oil. I'm having like a reaction to the oil, But like the discomfort is getting worse and worse and worse and worse. She's developing into a rash. She's like, "What the heck?" She's burning. She's like, it hurts so bad. She gets off
flight.
Yeah, she gets off the plane, and she immediately goes to the doctor, like goes to ER, and the doctors are like getting samples of the oil and like trying to figure out like what the heck is what it is, so that and they're like, "Dude, you need to call Interpol right now, and we need to this is somebody's put embalming fluid on you, and it's external fluid that literally kills you from the outside." And basically, so like they call Interpol, and they raid the dude's house. He had 3 other girls that he had killed that he had embalmed
In the walls of the house.
in the walls of
No.
Yes, true story.
No.
Yeah, that's why you don't use Tinder.
Yeah, lessons in Europe.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I know, dude. Can you imagine? Like, you were literally like,
I had
Oh
shivers
my
when I heard this.
she was almost dead.
God.
She was almost dead. She would have been dead if she didn't get that.
Oh God.
Lesson 1: don't hook up with strangers. Lesson 2: trust your gut.
Yeah. Thank God she got out.
Kidding. Anyways,
So what? He was killing them by like rubbing them in embalming fluid, so they
Yes.
would just it would eat their body up.
yeah,
Oh my God.
Crazy.
they killed him from the outside.
Oh my God. And they got him.
They got him.
They got him.
You know
It's
what his-
creepy.
you know what's crazy? You know what the craziest part is actually what his name was.
Jeffrey Dahmer.
No, his name was Everett James Wood.
He's been released
So
on.
did they really get him?
Yeah, they got him.
You can't get a gotter. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
My favorite course in 2022, there's a lot of great ones. I'm going to go with Landon McDonald's Psalms course. Fantastic, phenomenal. Psalms very important. Understand the New Testament, and Landon does a great job breaking it down. Check it out.
This is a good segue into a little segment that we can do. It's like a sort of reflective of 2022 segment. I'd love to know. No, you'll like
It's
this.
horrible. was all bad.
No.
It's
You have to
nostalgia.
share
Little
your
nostalgia.
best day and your worst day of 2022. You want to start with worst day?
Okay. Oh, dude, I know my worst day.
Worst day.
I know my worst day. My worst day was January 1st, 2022.
The first day of the year.
The first day of the year.
Where was that?
At 12 midnight. I was stuck in Canada. I had booked flights back to California, and I missed my flights. And I had booked an Airbnb to go on a little vacation
This year?
this year. And January 31st, I realized that my visa wasn't coming in. And it was that moment that I knew that I was going to be in Canada for a really long time. And January 1st was the worst day of the year because I realized that. I'd already been in Canada for 3 weeks. And I realized I was going to be there for like at least another month. It ended up being 2 months.
Hold on. You're thinking of the wrong year, man. That was a year ago.
No,
That was January 1st,
That was this year.
2022.
Holy crap, a lot has happened in this year.
I know it's nuts.
That was
That's
the
the
worst.
worst.
That was the worst day of the year. It settled in. I was like, this sucks. I regret everything.
When did you eventually get back in?
March 1st.
Holy.
Holy.
Okay, what was your best day? You have to share your best day.
I gotta think about that.
Okay, I'll do my worst day. It was Tiffany's birthday, November 5th, 2022, because we're talking about,
That was your worst day?
Pretty
Yeah.
recently.
Oh,
my appendix ruptured
yeah.
inside of me.
That's pretty bad.
It's a bad day.
That was my worst day.
That's pretty bad.
It was the worst pain I've ever felt. And the nurses were all like, well, they're trying to make it fun. Like, oh, now you know what it's like to have a baby. And they said it's pretty similar, like that pain. But mine didn't go away. After you have the baby, the pain's gone. Mine it doesn't stop. And they put me on morphine. They're like, this won't do anything, but we're trying to help.
Chris will know. Chris will know the date of the day. He'll know the hour in the day that it was the
Yeah.
worst.
What was your worst day?
I would say it was somewhere in September. It was. I think it wasn't a day. It was more like a month, like a whole month of bad days.
This is par for the course.
Par for the course.
What? In September?
Around that time, my dad got sick. We were moving. My dad was at the beginning phases of sickness, which he's working through right now. And I didn't do really well with change. So moving was a little challenging
All at
for all.
once,
I think
yeah.
for all of us difficult. And then I was going through some things with my thesis that was just tough. So all that combined made some pretty heavy days.
September.
Yeah, around Labor Day, I would say that whole time.
Okay.
It's a tough time.
Oh yeah, my worst week. I had a worse week.
Okay.
It was when I had to fly back to Sydney in April for 1 week.
Because Jazzy was stuck in Sydney.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I had to go.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. So I had to go visit her. And you know what I mean? Like, because
Yeah,
it
that
was,
sucks.
yeah. So like, because I was here for like almost 2 months without her.
Holy crap. That was all this year?
Yeah.
And then I
Yeah.
didn't remember, and we didn't know when.
It was unending.
the
Or,
visas were
like
gonna-
no end in sight.
Yeah, there's no end in sight. Exactly. Like we were just waiting for the.
We were
visas
in
to come
Miami
through.
when you had to fly back. Remember?
Yes, I flew.
We're in Miami.
I flew from Miami
Yep.
to Sydney. That is all in the same day.
oh, did you go
wow.
West Coast and then
Yeah.
jump? Wow. That's
Awful.
horrible.
Oh my god.
You know what's funny about that? I just remembered when we were dropping Nathan off at the airport. We were with Adam, and you left your phone in the car. Do you remember?
That's right, dude.
And we pulled off, and you're going to Australia.
Yeah.
And the phone rings when we're on the freeway, and it's the Delta counter telling us to bring Nathan's phone back.
Oh my God.
That would have sucked.
Remember that?
What would you do on a flight without your phone
What
for
would you
that
do?
long?
What
I
would you
don't-
do in the whole country?
I don't use my phone on flights.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like the only person that doesn't do that, I think.
I use my
Dude,
phone.
all I do is I listen to music and I play Woody Puzzle.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
yeah, I'm a
hours.
music listener on flights.
Hours.
I watch my iPad like a
Gabe.
like a 3-year-old.
Yeah. Okay, best day.
Best day.
My best day. I think this was probably the most Everett thing I've ever said on the podcast. My best day was the weekend before we moved to Franklin. Our last weekend in California. I was the only one home, and I got a place in the mountains by myself. I rented a cabin.
I was home.
No.
You told
No.
me. I remember you doing that.
No, yeah, everybody happened to be somewhere.
Oh, man.
So I drove up to Idlewild for the weekend,
I wasn't home.
and that was the best. I went fishing. I hung out.
You could go fishing in Idlewild?
Snakes, man.
Whose fishing pole did you use, Everett?
I use yours.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank
Me
you.
and Everett were supposed to go fishing 100 times at the pond at.
And it
at
came
Bar.
to the last weekend, and
Never
you
happened.
never did.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, Everett got it.
Yeah, that was the best day.
You know what's funny? My best day involves fishing as well. It was when I went to Canada to go for us to go have Theo, and it started with a camping trip, and it was a crappy forecast, and I'm trying to self-edit.
Yeah, shappy.
A
Yeah, it was a
shappy forecast, and it was just after the tornado that went through Ontario.
Oh, geez.
And so all these trees are down in the forest. It was a really bad forecast, and the sun came out, and we were fishing, and it was just like,
That's the best.
It's the base.
it's the best day.
I had no good days.
Why is this true?
No, that sounds really ungrateful. It's a toss up. I think being in Italy, the day I was in Taormina was a great day. Also, I think going to Nantucket was fun over the summer for 4th of July.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
then
that's cool.
being in Hawaii with Nate and Jazz was a lot of fun. Remember the day we went to Pipeline?
Oh, was that after conference?
Yeah, it was after conference. It was cool. Hanging with Nate and Jazz was fun.
Friends of ours are in Hawaii right now, and I'm like, I know this is going to be my favorite place in the States.
Dude,
I
Hawaii is the best of the best.
can just see it. I already know. It's exactly what I want.
Yeah, it's a little bit of Brian, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is.
Sun, big palm trees, huge water, blue,
But
White
still
sand.
America.
but still America.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm probably gonna toss up. I'm thinking there was a day that Jazzy and I were up in Noosa, in Queensland, in February, and Noosa is like Hawaii. It's just absolutely shockingly gorgeous. The water's always warm. Like even in the winter, the water's warm. It's crazy, and it's just see through.
I want that.
Yeah, and they have like this river, and we were on like it's like where the ocean kind of like goes in. I don't know. Anyways, long story short, it was just we spent the whole day there, and it was just beautiful. And then yeah, probably between that day and the day that me, Chris, and Jazzy went to
North Shore?
we went to the North Shore.
That was fun.
Yeah, that was fun. Oh, you know what? I was in Rome this year for the first time.
Oh, yeah. You guys did Italy.
I enjoyed that. Yeah, we had a really beautiful day. Here's another good day. The last season game
Liverpool?
of Liverpool. Yeah, Jazzy went and I went to Anfield.
Oh, you went to the game.
Nice.
You've had a lot this year.
Yeah.
Those are some.
It was a great trip.
That's killer.
Those are some good days. I really enjoyed that last week that we were all home.
That was fun.
And,
Oh, yeah.
and Rebecca was there.
And we had pool parties.
Oh, I
every
wasn't
day.
there.
Love Island.
Dude, we had. Okay, so everybody that's listening, we have a friend named Rebecca. It's just Jazzy's friend. She's single, and she's wonderful. And anyways, she will come out to the desert to visit us for like 2 weeks at a time or whatever, to get a little sun, get out of New York, and she's awesome. Anyways, she came over and we just watched all of Love Island UK, and we went in the pool every day. And there was
those pools.
There was like 3 days, bro. There was 3 days in a row that me, Everett, and Chris, and Becca, and Jazzy were in the pool for all day.
All day.
What a feeling.
10 hours.
Oh my
Yeah, it was
God.
great.
What month is this? This is when it's getting hot, right?
Yeah,
August?
Oh, it was
beginning
hot.
of
Yeah,
August.
yeah.
July or
August.
Or July.
Yeah, it was,
July.
Yeah, it was in July.
Yeah, it was hot.
wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
That was magical. The boys' trip was pretty fun.
Oh, that you guys did then as well.
No, you were there.
The drive?
The drive.
That was fun.
Oh, the boys' trip. Yeah. That was fun.
You know,
there was stresses within it that that tainted it for me.
True.
Yeah.
Like not having a house lined up, losing all your moving stuff breaking.
Those guys showing up.
That day was, I'll never
was a
forget
bad
that day.
Yeah, I'll never forget. You were a real great help.
Yeah. Chris?
Chris kept on like disappearing and like on like a text call or like whatever for like 2 hours. You know what I mean? And he'd be like, he'd come back all sad, as is his way.
It's not even true.
I know. And then when
a lot of stuff.
And then when the trucks got here, he wasn't here.
Dude. Okay, so if our staff is Winnie the Pooh, Chris is Eeyore.
Eeyore, for sure.
Yeah. Who's Gabe? Tigger?
No.
No, he's not Tigger.
Isn't there like
Brian's Tigger?
The owl? Would Gabe be the owl?
No, he's Piglet.
Gabe's Piglet.
Yeah, I can get behind that.
Yeah. I'm probably Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah, you're Pooh.
Nate's,
I'm up and down.
Brian is Tigger.
Ryan's Tigger.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is there any more characters?
Everett's the bunny.
Yeah, Everett's Rabbit. Everett's
it's
Rabbit.
Yeah.
So true.
We should embrace these.
but
these
Rabbit's
traits.
like, isn't Rabbit like the no fun zone?
No.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, you didn't know that you're no fun? You didn't know that? Ever since you got a girlfriend, you've literally been the not funnest person ever. So there's that.
Hey, this is there's probably positive traits and negative traits to each of these.
Yeah, it's true. Sorry, man. You're not the fun guy anymore.
You kind of used to be the hype. Yeah, like the hype beast.
He was the hype beast.
We all have to grow up at some point,
I think
right?
Canada and the girlfriend changed him.
Yeah, I mean that's a hard start to the year.
Yeah, you need another young single man to groom. I'm not that guy anymore.
Oh, I can't hear that word anymore. That word is changing, isn't it? And by the way, my toss-up best day hasn't happened yet. My birthday's on Monday. I'm going to Blue.
Exciting.
Are you?
Yeah, going skiing.
Nice.
Very exciting.
That's gonna be good.
Yeah.
Oh,
My favorite course from 2022 is 1000% Pastor Jude's How to Be a Modern Monk. It's freaking genius. Every pastor that I know, person that I know taking it, is wholeheartedly agreed. Take it now, okay, Nick?
another highlight for me this year was I was at the poker tables at the Bellagio on Thursday night, and took this old man for a $130 ride.
Heck yeah.
Very nice.
He went all in on a pair of sevens,
Yo,
pocket sevens,
I have to share something.
and I flopped a king, a pair of kings, and so he like pushes me, and I'm like, "There's only a king, a six, and a five. What are you seeing that I'm not seeing?" You know what I mean? Like unless he had like pocket eights or whatever. So he pushes, and I'm like, "I will not be pushed," and I pushed right back, and I took his money, and then he was very sad.
What about the guy with the peaches?
You like that too much.
I know. I do like it too much. Peaches, he was cool. Yeah, there was a guy the night before at the Bellagio. He was playing poker, and he had a jar of peaches, and so I started calling him Peaches.
You see that guy?
It was the weirdest thing, dude. The guy was trying to play some psychological warfare, dude.
I don't know. Didn't work though.
Didn't work.
That's funny.
Okay, here's one funny thing about the trip. That was the most Nathan thing ever on this trip.
Oh boy.
So everyone, we all wanted to make sure we were always doing what Nate wanted, right?
Yeah.
Because it's a birthday. You're trying to always go.
My 40th.
Yeah, like it's like
It's not just like a casual, like on your 39th birthday, you don't really get away.
Yeah,
with
there's
much.
no leader.
Do you know
There's
what I
no
mean?
like,
Yeah. It could be like if it's just because it's your birthday doesn't mean that we're all going to just bow down.
yeah.
But on your 40th,
we were all, and it was this funny dynamic where we'd be walking somewhere and there was no direction because we're all like, Nate, what do you want to do? And he's like, whatever. And so then we're all just sort of like floating. We find and then people are like, hey, we should do some like group games like roulette or what's it called? Craps.
Yeah.
But craps is intense and just so confusing.
It's like learning Chinese on Duolingo.
Yeah, it's very.
Like I don't have time for this.
I'll never know it. Maybe that's a pledge I'll make. I'll never learn craps.
Yeah.
And so, anyways, finally, but we all know Nate wants to play poker,
Right.
and it's his thing. But that is not a group game because we're not going to play poker and just give all our money to Nate.
Fair.
or to, you know what I mean? Like play against each other. So what ends up happening is 6 people are watching Nate play poker.
Oh my
There was
God.
more of us than the people playing poker.
my
And it was
God.
just the biggest power move because we're all just there watching Nate and people are like, they didn't know what to do with it.
Yeah, it was
They're like,
funny.
who is this guy?
And
he's like the
they're all
prince
really
of-
they're all really loud too.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean, so like they're having these really loud conversations and like, no, it was a pretty busy room. I mean, it's a Thursday night at the Bellagio. It's
Yeah.
you know, everybody from out of town is there. You know,
Yeah.
I think you like poker too because it's not as much gambling as it is a sport. It's kind of a sport to you.
Thank you.
And
Yeah.
I see it.
Yeah.
Roulette-
It's not chance.
Yeah, yeah. If you like for reals, I only bet when I go to Vegas, and when I bet, you know, like what do we do? We put like $20 in
Yeah.
a roulette thing. And
Nothing-
and then like if we go up $10, we cash out. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
exactly. We're
You know what I
chickens.
mean? Yeah, we're chickens. Exactly. But with poker, yeah, you're right. It doesn't
You're
feel
playing.
It doesn't feel like betting.
Yeah.
Because it like you get to decide in every hand if you want in or not.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And you're playing people.
See,
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I keep going until I lose all my money, and that's
Smart.
and that's a principle.
Yeah.
Because I go into the casino and I go, okay, I got $200 on me.
right.
Like that's as much as I would spend
Right.
in a night out.
Sure.
Right.
Right.
Doing
At a
whatever.
concert, yeah.
So I got $200.
Stapleton.
Yeah, that's my entertainment. So I just keep,
Chris, keep singing your song, man.
By the way, everyone, just so you know what's happening right now, Nate is dissing Chris Stapleton. But go on.
yeah.
No, I'm dissing how much this guy fanboys about Chris.
Yeah, I
Stapleton.
love Chris Stapleton.
Yeah.
I love Chris
Everyone went to a
Stapleton.
Chris Stapleton concert.
I went with
Yeah,
him.
yeah, with Brian. Yeah. See, I am the fun guy. You just choose not to be the fun guy with me. We have fun. We have fun.
We had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Chris,
They play Chris Stapleton song. Okay. Yeah. So you treat it like entertainment.
Yeah. Yeah. But it's hard sometimes because I remember when you and I went to Vegas and we were up like $250 at one point on the roulette table.
Yeah.
So I'm like, dude, we can walk away with like $500. You know, because we
And
were
did-
like, we
and
had the
did we?
200. No, we didn't.
All right.
We did
no,
not.
we bet it. We lost it in one go.
I have the
Bet
funniest.
it all.
I have the funniest
It was
story
amazing.
from Vegas. So I spent the day hanging out with Josh and Gabe on Thursday.
Oh my gosh.
And that was great. It was a lot of fun. That was fun. I love hanging.
You
with
guys were peas in a pod.
The little context. So, Josh and Gabe, you know, I love them. Not the kind of guys you want at your birthday party,
Yeah. Because
especially not your birthday party in Vegas.
Gabe's on his iPad at dinner.
Gabe's literally we're at like this, like the Mayfair supper club. It's like this cool, like
Yeah.
Gabe's on his iPad. Josh doesn't know how to have a conversation with a woman. You know what I mean? Like, and so like the girls were like, well, we think this book is good. It's not in the Western canon. You know what I mean? Well, this female author is really good. No, they're not in the Western canon. No, not according to Harold Bloom. You know, it's like he's like so matter of fact about everything. And Gabe's the same way. You know what I mean? So it's like, and these girls are just like, they're looking at me going, and I'm like, yeah, he's a genius. He just does. They don't know how to. There's a reason why they're still single. You know?
So wait. We're in
So
the-
Chris
we're in the-
is the
So Chris was the sacrificed lamb, right?
Yeah.
So Chris is like, hey, just because Hugh didn't come golfing.
Well, Chris is
right,
banned
yeah.
from golfing.
Chris
Yeah,
is
true.
banned from golfing.
Even if Chris wanted to go golfing, he's not allowed.
not allowed.
Yeah, so Brian, myself, David, and Joel, we went golfing.
Heck of a round.
Yeah, a great round. And the rest of the boys, well, Mitchell slept until 2
Yeah.
p.m.
Lucky.
And he hung out with
Yeah,
Josh and
3 of
Gabe.
us.
So tell
Okay.
us about what that would have been like.
So there was a store in the Palazzo where there's fine books, first editions. It really is the coolest store on the planet, right? And so when you go in there, you're going to find $15,000 copies. There's actually a book in there signed by Mark Twain. And it's not just signed, it like has a note in there and you can read it. And you're looking at like, wow, this is Mark Twain actually writing. So we're looking at all the books, checking things out. And all of a sudden, I hear Gabe go to the counter and go, "Excuse me, do you have anything in here by G.K. Chesterton?" Oh my God. And the guy makes the ultimate crime. He says, "No, G.K. Chesterton is too niche." And at that point,
Triggered.
Oh,
it was over with.
yeah. You just see Gabe just sees red.
Yeah. And so we leave, and this goes into like a 20-minute conversation between Josh and Gabe. that escalates on whether or not G.K. Chesterton is too niche for the bookstore.
Oh.
And so we're walking through the Palazzo Hotel and the Venetian, the shops, and everybody's shopping, and you hear this, no, he's not niche. Yes, he is niche. No, he's not niche. No, he's a niche of a niche. And that was great.
I heard that they got into 5 shouting matches, and you should have seen Gabriel, because see, Gabriel, people don't know this. Well, maybe they do know this. Gabriel is the most introverted person I know.
Yeah, that's actually so true.
Yeah, he reads for about 8 hours a day. He reads Thomas Aquinas, which who's into at the moment, or whoever else, these Catholic authors. He has a cat. His best friend is his cat, right? He has a guitar. He plays his guitar, while the cat gently weeps, and that's Gabe's life, right? And so
in New York City,
even when he
which
comes
is
to work,
hilarious,
in New York
because
City.
he lives in Manhattan.
Totally, he's dug in like a bug, right? And then when he comes out, he's ready. He's ready to socialize, right? Because he's had 3 weeks alone, right? And so he'll socialize, and he'll be so 100, right?
Yep.
And he'll get in 5. Apparently, he got in 5 shouting matches with Josh the other day.
The best one was when we took a cab to Yamasushi, and so the whole Harold Bloom discussion, which happened in Yamasushi, that was an actual conversation Nate was talking about. It trails into the parking lot, and they get into a conversation about the 13th century and whether or not it was the greatest or not. And like it became a shouting match in the parking lot. So people are walking up and down by the Wynn Hotel talking this and that. And here come the TheosU guys talking about which century is the greatest.
Yeah. So anyways, so they are so, but by. So that was my birthday night.
Yeah.
So after that,
Thursday.
Yeah, Thursday. So we eat sushi. So then we go for drinks at the Mayfair Supper Club, and it was at the Mayfair Supper Club that Gabriel, you could see him. He is physically
He's done.
He literally, like, the toll on him hanging out with Josh and probably Chris too. You know what I mean? In terms of, because they're not going to take any of his crap, right? They just throw it back at him, and so he is. You could see him. He's like, he literally had his head down like this. He's like. I'm like, so I started massaging him. You know what I mean? I can tell when Gabe's like, I'm done. I need to go back to my. Yeah, exactly. You know how he gets when he comes here.
Yes, it's exactly the same.
When Gabe, when
he has a threshold.
Yeah, when Gabe comes here to record, the first 2 days, 3 days, we know not to do we just let
Give him his own space.
Yeah, and so he needs like 3 days to acclimate from his 45-minute flight from New York, right? And then he's acclimating. He's got his car. He's okay. Oh, there's the Starbucks, and he does his thing. And then we engage with him. And then
you get 2 days.
2 days max.
Maybe 2 days.
Yeah, maybe 2 days.
Social Gabe.
And then he becomes just highly irritable, and he needs to get back to New York quickly before he expires. And like that was him at my birthday party. It was just like, thanks for coming, Gabe.
I'll say this about Gabe
and Josh.
in his consolation. Gabe is one of the most generous guys I know.
And most loyal.
He is.
Yeah.
Gabe is really generous. And he also ministered to a lady on the street.
As Gabe would.
What happened?
A lady came up to him. We were standing at a light, and I think it was in front of Caesar's Palace. And she tries to give him some type of item to be blessed by the higher power. And Gabe goes, no, to be lucky. Here's for luck. He goes, I don't need luck. I have God. And she's like, huh? And he's like, I don't need luck. I have God. And so he ministers to her, like right then and there. And then in a taxi cab, he ministered to a guy talking about Christ.
Oh, yeah.
Gabe's the real deal.
It's the jam.
Yeah, when I was in New York last, Gabe and I were in a cab, and he started to talk to this Muslim guy and like witness to him.
He's got it.
Okay, but didn't this happen literally with the movers? Gabe was trying to talk to the Muslim guy about Jesus.
Oh, that's right.
But then Josh and Gabe got into it about theology while they were witnessing. So then they had a shouting match in front of the movers as they were trying to witness to them.
Yeah. Josh and Gabe, if Josh and Gabe did a podcast, the podcast would be good, but it would be like viral. Well, if a camera just followed them around.
They'd have one season. It would last one season, and it'd be one episode.
Yeah, no, totally. It is crazy.
It's a thing to behold.
It is a thing to behold. It's a magic. It's a magic that few people will ever know.
Did anyone wear a cutoff shirt and basketball shorts to your dinner?
Josh and Gabe, basically.
Gabe made a funny observation. He goes, we were sitting, hanging out in a lounge, and Gabe goes, Josh, you're always on 10. Like anytime I see you, you're always on 10, like full turned up all the way, no matter what time of the morning it is. And he goes, and Chris, you're always on 1. You're just like, just always a 1. So it kind of balanced each other out. You
Yeah,
have
that's
10 and 1.
Group.
Yeah. And then Gabe's bouncing in between the volume knob. Now, the coolest thing in the Vegas trip, by the way, was I've actually never sat in front of the Bellagio. I think I've stayed at the Bellagio maybe 3 times now. Oh, and I've never watched the water fountain once.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because during the summer, it's like it's packed, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I've always typically been there when it's warm. Well, it was freezing cold, so nobody was outside.
Mm-hmm.
And so the fountain, we were walking, we jumped out of our cab in front of the fountain, and the music came on. And so I'm like, oh, let's watch it. So we sit there, girls are shivering, but I'm like loving it. And they did Handel's Messiah.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
The Hallelujah chorus.
Yep.
Dude, I got
That's spiritual, man.
Oh, dude, I got goosebumps.
Yeah.
It was the most incredible thing. I mean, like, you're in the Bellagio, just on the corner of the Bellagio, it smells like that sour stench of human piss, right? It's like people with nothing, they're selling their bodies, they're selling beer, they're selling
drugs.
You know what I mean? Everything, exactly. And then you have the Bellagio, and it represents wealth and the worship of the flesh and, the carnality.
Babylon.
Exactly. Which is obviously why I celebrated my 40th birthday there. And no, but you know what I mean.
Yes.
There's
the
Gucci.
contrast.
Yeah, exactly. There's everything in there, and there's and all that to say, the kingdoms of this world will become the kingdoms of our God. It is, and He shall reign forever and ever and ever. And it was the most sick thing, the fountains were prophetic that night, and I was just like, this is
Sitting in the chasm.
sitting in the chasm, exactly.
That's
it was
cool.
It was the dopest. I'm gonna write the Bellagio and tell them what a spiritual experience it was.
Well, I heard the same song when I was walking by the fountains, and I'm going, they're still playing this. Good stuff. Like you don't hear that.
Yeah, it's beautiful, and it's beautiful.
Oh, can I say something about staying in the Bellagio with Brian?
Yeah.
Brian, we were sleeping, we shared a room, and he talked about Everett in his sleep. I don't know what he said.
Was it like gibberish? Like
It was gibberish, but I made out one word, and that was Everett.
Oh, you miss me, buddy.
I did. I missed.
That's funny.
It's because I'm fun. That's why.
Oh, wow. Never gonna let
No,
that
it was
one go.
probably. I'm thinking, Everett, you have to do this. Or
Yeah.
Maybe
I was slave
maybe,
driver.
I mean,
maybe
okay.
it'll become fun again.
Okay, last time when the 3 of us went to Vegas,
You're fun on the podcast.
Who was the most fun in Vegas? Chris was sulking and moping the whole time.
You did
You
save
were
that.
jet lagged.
That's true. This is all. You saved that trip.
I have a slogan for Nate.
It was
in
his birthday.
2023.
We took this guy to
when-
his birthday in was it in June?
When we go to Kill Bear,
Yeah.
am I fun?
Yeah, he's a fun guy.
Yeah, I'm a fun guy.
He's like Kawhi Leonard.
Dude, I'm a fun guy. I just know when to turn it off because I'm business, baby.
Chris, woo!
I put my
Nate's slogan for 2023 is MEFA. MEFA. Make Everett fun again.
Make Everett fun.
Make every.
I will say this about Everett. Everett is a really good conversationalist.
Yes.
He's very good. I love
Thank
talking
you.
to Everett. Me and Everett
Thank you.
we hang out in the kitchen at night. And
He
have
is.
good combo.
The only problem is you can't. When do you get to hang out with him?
Yeah, see, that's the thing. Is you got to catch him in between going to bed and I don't know.
Yeah, generally, if you
Chris's
want
birthday. Chris's birthday
generally, if
party.
you want to have a conversation with me, it's best to do it before I go to bed.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
So Chris's birthday
It's so
party.
unreasonable.
I know.
Chris's birthday party, he was sad.
Okay.
And
Another
we
year
said-
older, another year wiser.
And we he was sad that week, and so we decided to take him to Vegas for his birthday. Right? Like we're like, okay, guys, let's do this. He's sad, and we need to cheer him up.
And I had to leave the country, so I missed this.
Yeah. And we Everett and I take him to Vegas, and he just got sadder.
Real sad.
And I could have never predicted that. I was like, what? I mean, I even got a tattoo on my face to make him happy.
I thought that was real, by the way, for the longest time.
How about that? That was good.
You know what's funny is, didn't your mom ask you if that was real?
I think, yeah, she did. Yeah. Yeah. She thought I had done that.
I thought he did it too.
That was good.
Yeah, baby.
Oh yeah, because Nate and I were in the Venetian, which is great, and we were just walking around, and Chris was so sad. He was like, "I gotta get a massage," so he spends like an hour and a half getting a massage, and he
fell asleep.
He fell asleep. He was at the massage place, just like in the
I've
middle,
done that.
in the middle of like the walkway kind of thing.
No, in the mall.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
a
in the
chair
mall.
massage.
Yeah, basically.
You just slept the whole time.
That's amazing.
Josh and Gabe got those massages at the chair. They're not bad.
No, they're not bad. It was just funny that you fell asleep. It was like 6 p.m.
that was
and
his
you're
face.
like out like a light.
I always get when I post
Oh
pictures,
my
people
God.
always ask me why my eyes are always so squinty and tired looking. I don't think they are. I think I'm just tired all the time.
Yeah, I mean, he becomes another person when he takes a picture too. You ever notice that?
Did you
my
see his
favorite-
Vegas photo?
His
favorite thing
his
is
poses
taking-
on Instagram are ridiculous. Totally. Yeah.
Also, dude, change the damn headshot that you're sending to churches. That's not you.
Me?
No, Chris.
Oh, me too, though.
he's like, he's like, and you got spiky hair, and you're like 10 years younger.
Somebody made a comment about that. They DM'd it to me not too long ago, and they said, "This looks like it should say on the bottom, have you tried my prepaid legal?"
So accurate.
taking pictures of Chris in places is my favorite
Has he
thing.
gotten you to do the thing where you push like a building? Or like put your hands
No,
up?
has he got you to do that?
Yeah.
Okay, but let me ask
Or
you
it's like I want to get a photo where it looks like I'm holding the mountains.
Oh, I've got that.
Here's
Yeah.
the question: if you take a picture and you post it, what's the pose? If it's just you in front of a building, what do you do?
I don't know. You do something silly.
No, but that's drawing attention to yourself. Like just
It's drawing attention to yourself, like doing like a model pose, and then posting it anyways. And you're
It's
like
not a
blue
model
stealing,
pose.
You're like blue stealing
it's
the camera.
not even that.
Okay.
You rolling? My favorite course that released on in 2022 would be Intro to Philosophy by Peter Kraft. I am not educated. I am not learned, and it was just like to learn from the best was insane. Best course.
Meme review.
Okay.
Meme review.
Yeah,
okay.
let's do it.
So this was my favorite. This is my favorite clip ever, and I say this now all the time to Jazzy.
Nathan, call 911. Nathan, call 911.
And the caption is Gabe when a feminist adds him
That
online.
was funny.
Dude, you know what's so funny? Our buddy Joey
Mom, they're-
messaged me the day before that
Yeah.
and said, "Hey, have you guys used this
Yeah,
clip in a meme?"
that was from it.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So Gabe comments, "Mom, they're calling me fat online," which is another it's another clip.
Viral clip.
Yeah. It's that guy who plays video games and he freaks out and breaks his Xbox.
This is the original one we did. With
It's
that
real
one.
life Peter Griffin.
Nathan, call 911.
Yeah.
Everett, can you remix that? Like take that soundbite and put some techno behind it.
Sweet Elisa.
Probably, yeah.
Sweet Elisa 15 said, "I keep coming back to this and watching it 20 times." It is pretty funny.
Okay,
Same with me.
Chris made a savage meme yesterday in our travels.
Okay.
Did you see it? It says, "Anonymous cyberbully who harassed teen for a year revealed to be her mother."
Oh yeah.
The caption is associate pastor's wife.
Dude, that's hilarious.
Joel Baumberger put, "You can still take this down."
Oh man, I was laughing.
Okay, something funny on the foreign missionary starter pack.
Yo, what the heck is that thing on the ground?
It's a cow. They're butchering a cow. Their own cow.
That's accurate.
I know.
very Haiti.
Somebody commented, "Really not that Tech Classics, great handle by the way. Really not that impressive. How hard would it have been to not get caught?"
Oh yeah, we're doing best comment wins on the memes.
no, no.
Oh yeah, woman looks like Brooke Lidgerwood if she smoked a pack a day. Dad's got chops.
Where's that? Where's that?
That was on that meme. The foreign missionary starter pack.
Oh
No,
my
the
God.
funniest.
Oh my
foreign
God, dude,
missionary-
dude,
Such a good comment.
dude, this one.
Oh yes, dude.
Okay, this one.
Angelic reinforcement. Fika hata anda ata ora bata rata
Okay.
ande eka manda rasata.
Our friend Jared Klingmeyer comments in perfect Navajo. She said, "The Jewish man is coming."
On the foreign missionary starter pack.
Yeah, somebody said no cigarettes.
That's
question mark?
that comment wins.
Yeah.
That's
Chip
funny.
the lawn barber. That's funny.
Two people liked it.
Okay, what about this one? He's ready. This guy.
Sam Brinton.
Oh, that's bad, dude.
Which?
This guy.
Oh yeah, pastor's son. He's ready. Yeah, and that's the guy who keeps. It's like that Biden official that is over like the energies department or something.
Yeah.
And he, like what, like
Dude,
what were you thinking?
In what world?
somebody commented, I guess you can put lipstick on a pig.
That's good. Somebody else commented. I am DVJ commented. He's not ready. Needs to sort through some baggage.
That was the guy that got caught stealing people's baggage. Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
that was a good.
Where's
That was a great comment.
Where's the
All right, so the pastor's son.
who says you can't put lipstick on a pig? That's genius.
So the pastor's son Christmas wish list. Sometimes when you make a starter pack of sorts,
Katie Love or
People-
Katie Dove.
people will say things and you're like, dang it, I should have put that in there. And so the pastor's son wish list, somebody, Jason.revival said, you should have added Liver King's steroids to this.
Oh, pastor's son's. Yeah, that was good.
You have to know who the Liver King is to appreciate that.
Dude. The best one was when the worship leader has a few too many microdoses, and it was Mike Gungor.
He got the best comment.
Yeah, he had the best comment. He's actually. So this is the bit.
This music is written to spirit within you, the life that is in the heart and the breath of this moment. And to see people really taking it in. Oh.
Yeah. Anyways, long story short, Mike comments, "Haha, good roast. Best, but rest assured to those in the comment section who are saddened or worried about my state of being, because people were going, this is so sad."
Yeah, it sounds-
right?
yeah.
Yeah. I was not high in this video. I just live in a consistent state of love, peace, and bliss now. And sometimes my words don't come out very well when I'm feeling those things particularly strongly. Gabe goes, is this bliss like the super galactic omni oneness in Ace Ventura 2 that took the Zen master 80 years to achieve?
You know what I love about
I'm glad he came in on the comments. And
I'll be right back.
it's not to attack him either.
yeah.
It's just to make fun of him.
No, he took it great, like the best anyone could. And I'm obsessed with his like musical talent, and like his art is just absolutely freaking amazing.
Dude, like if you're that out to lunch, like you have to be okay with people
Right.
Right.
poking fun at you.
Yeah, he's
You
hosting
like
it.
this? You were talking about his? We were talking about his new
His
song.
new single.
Yeah, it's
Have you heard it?
No.
It's pretty cool, dude. It's very Arcade Fire, which he,
Everett. Do you like Arcade Fire?
Yeah. Yeah. I listened to
Sprawl. Their best song, I think, was remember like 10 years ago they
Yeah,
came out with
I
the
listened-
Neighborhood. What was it called?
The
Neighborhood.
Suburbs.
The Suburbs.
I listened to the Suburbs a lot. I listened to Reflector a lot.
yeah.
That was a cool record.
Well, on the first one, Funeral had
yeah,
Neighborhood on it.
that was before my time.
Okay. Yeah, Suburbs.
They
is
came. They
amazing.
like came back, didn't they?
Everything
Arcade
now
Fire
is cool.
disappeared and then they came back.
Yeah, a little bit.
Do you like when bands do that?
Well,
Dude, I saw Arcade Fire and it was a really good show. They have a huge it's really impressive. They tour with a massive band. Like probably 15 people.
Yep.
But they play their set like a DJ set.
right.
So like there's
all
no
flows.
there's no stopping and starting between songs. It all flows. It's really
impressive,
it's
man.
really really impressive actually.
You know, I used to play the saxophone.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did you play it as well as Austin Molt?
Does Austin play the saxophone?
Well, he plays the trombone.
I played
really well.
I played the saxophone as well.
Do you have an alto?
Alto or baritone?
Baritone.
You know, my sax is at my parents' place.
I played
Dude,
flute
you
for a
know-
day,
You know
then trumpet for a day, and then I switched to percussion.
I wasn't allowed to play percussion because my parents said that it was for degens basically. Yeah,
and they're not wrong.
Yeah. They're like, you're smarter than that. Turns out I wasn't, which is hilarious because I failed music class.
Right. And now, yeah.
I wanted to play the trombone when I was in junior high because Zach Morris and Saved by the Bell used to play the trombone, but my dad wouldn't let me. It's like,
I
no,
think-
either saxophone or the trumpet.
I think is it alto?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It's a
the
smaller
alto.
one.
Yeah, alto. That's cool.
I have I'm bringing my alto
you-
sax back.
Do you own one?
Yeah, it's at my parents' house.
Oh, dude, bring it.
Yeah.
Yeah, do it.
Well,
That's
you
awesome.
should pick it up again.
Kenny G, dude.
Who's better? Who's better at alto sax right now?
Oh, I was horrible.
Me. I am. I still
Right,
can play
Chris,
it.
yeah.
Yo, can
play
you
it.
bring that on the show
I
and do
still
some
know-
songs?
Yeah, I still know G, A, C, B, D, E, F. I still know the chords.
Okay, I want to
play-
Haven't played it in 25
Yeah,
years.
bring it back. I wanna learn how to play one song on it. Careless Whisper. That's
Yeah.
it.
Are you talking about the sexy sax man song? Okay. Let's do it. We're gonna have you play it on the podcast.
That would be amazing.
I'm bringing it back.
Okay.
Dude, if I learn how to play that song, I'm going to stand downtown Franklin and I'm going to busk all day. And
Everett,
I'm
you
going to
have
play
to
that
do it.
song on repeat.
No,
That's it.
right? No,
That's
Everett.
it.
Everett,
Make a lot of money.
This is what Everett needs to do. Once you learn it and you learn it good, we need to put like a hidden camera. And when the guy's playing the violin, who always stands down there, you walk up next to him. And act like it's no big deal.
Yo, that's a video we have to make.
And see if he'll get with you. Or if he's going to be cool about it. Because that guy's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Like whoever, the people in the corner. There's a young lady there that does it as well.
Yeah.
They're cool people. They put up with a lot. They may get with you.
Dude,
You know?
They may.
it has to be done.
They may.
Are you going to do it?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
You'll
I'll
learn.
do it.
How long will it take to learn?
A long time.
No.
I was really bad at the saxophone, man.
Once you learn the chords, it's
Actually, I probably wouldn't be that bad at it. I think I didn't apply myself, you know?
So you really going to do it?
I think that would be hilarious if I knew how to play Careless Whisper.
Yeah, and it'd be hilarious if we got you trolling the violinist and
That would be pretty good.
Would it be funnier if Everett was really good at it or just not so good
then
at it?
butchers it.
I think it'd be funny if you're actually really.
I think it would be funnier if I was good at it. Yeah. My favorite piece of content that TheosU put out this year was the Worst Christmas Special. But if we're talking about educational courses, I really liked David Campbell's Genesis. Blew my mind. That's all I have to say about that.
Do you have any mail this week, Everett?
Oh yeah, we should just check in on the mailbox.
Maybe not. While we're at it. Wow. At the
Somebody said, "Hey Everett, I'm a pastor here in Topeka, which is the city that I said was the worst city in America."
Yeah, I know these guys.
And was actually planning to reach out to you before I saw you mention your love for our beloved city. I'd like to personally invite you to lead worship at our 2-week-long children's conference. Honestly, I'll do it. This year is looking great. We're believing God for 17 kids between 3rd to 5th grade, which would be a major blowout for us. The conference is called God, the Ultimate Kid Lover, and runs from Christmas Eve through New Year's Day because we knew kids would rather spend the entire holidays with God than with their family, getting worldly gifts. Would you be willing to lead worship for 12 of the 6 a.m. sessions? Just all super upbeat dancing songs for the kids. And while you're here, we'd love to show you around the underground coffee scene in our cutting edge arts district. Topeka is an up and coming city that's about to blow up. I look forward to hearing you say yes because the opportunity is so obvious.
Yo, who is this?
His name is John. He's a great guy.
John, that is the best email I think I've ever heard
John.
in my
Honestly,
life.
John, I'll come to Topeka just for you. John also had a gym complaint. I have a complaint to file against the podcast crew. In the latest episode, you recommended listening to podcasts while working out at the gym. So I started listening to the podcast while doing bench press. Then unexpectedly, you said something so funny. I started laughing and dropped the fully loaded bar. I'm really strong, by the way, on my throat. I blacked out and woke up in the hospital. So please stop.
Oh my God, is that the same guy?
Yeah.
Okay, let me make an announcement right there.
Yeah.
If you're going to send us memes,
Yeah.
don't send us memes from other pages that are not funny. Because what people send to us, like memes from other accounts that are similar to us, and I think they expect us to post them. It's not going to happen.
Right.
It's not going to happen.
Trash. By the way, have we used the Wham email to make the meme jail account yet?
No. We should talk
need
about
to.
that.
Ooh. All right, we're going to wrap this show up and we're going to head into the post show. We'll see you guys soon.